What's up, everyone? I am here with Nahar. He is the founder and CEO of ZIK Analytics, which is a software that I've been using for years to help me with my product research for my eBay dropshipping business. So I thought I would bring him on the channel to talk all about product research, ZIK Analytics, and kind of give us a whole story about how he got into this, because I know there's a ton of value that he can give you guys to help you with your own dropshipping success. So Nahar, thank you so much for coming on the channel.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here. It's a pleasure creating content with you. I adore your work. I really appreciate the amount of value you share with the community and the amount of people you help. And I hope I will match the expectation and will be able to deliver the value that everyone expects.
Yeah, so let's help some people today, kind of inspire them. Why don't you go back and tell us your kind of journey, how you got into selling products online and what that all entailed getting into it.
My first experience was by the end of 2015, Christmas. I just moved to Germany. I didn't speak German, and I had to find a way to earn money. So I came across dropshipping, watched few videos. The first of them actually wasn't so exciting. Actually, it was one video that people called eBay dropshipping a scam. But I had the luck to have a friend that already did it. So he told me, hey, don't worry about this kind of videos. Just focus on learning and you will be successful. And I had all time in the day. So I was just working 10, 12, 14 hours per day on my eBay dropshipping store. At the time, there was no product research. There was no product research method, no product research softwares. What people teach was to go to pick best sellers from Amazon and just list them to your eBay store. So I look for ways to understand. I came from a business background, selling physical goods. And I thought to myself, it's not possible that, you cannot understand demand and competition in certain level, And I found out that actually selling on eBay, you can actually see the exact demand, the exact competition, the exact supply. And this is something you can't find in the traditional markets. Because let's say you want to sell something in a physical store, you want to open a shop in the shopping center. You can't know how much your competitor is selling. You can't know what is the best selling product of the other shop or whatever. What opened my eyes was and gave me a lot of hope that, wow, on eBay is actually possible. So I started doing all this research manually, stick to a method of finding competitors, just pick their top selling items with at least 2 sales in the last 30 days. And I started generating some sales, but it still was not so exciting. And it took me 3 months, first 3-4 months to reach around $500 in profit. And then 8 months later in total, since I started, I reached $5,000 in profit from only one store. And this is when I realized, wow, I found a way to find profitable products. I found a way to do the research the right way. And I'm looking around me in the community. At the time, it was an Israeli community. No one talked about product research. No one teach it. And I felt there is an opportunity here. I worked on a webinar, basically, to teach the community on how to do product research based on my method. And this is when the idea to create ZIK Analytics came from. I thought, you know what? If I could automate the process and also bring more accurate data, it will be amazing. It will help a lot of people. It will help me scale my business. This is what the industry needs. So I had the luck to meet an amazing developer that really liked my idea, and we just worked on it together as fast as possible. And then we launched ZIK Analytics in January 2017. First version, very buggy, a lot of problems, but at least it helped users to see competitor best-selling items, to make product research based on eBay best match result, and to optimize their listings. And since then, till today, we have over 5,000 paid subscribers, over 30 employees in the company, collaboration with amazing mentors like yourself. And the whole innovation throughout these 5 years is amazing. Product research automation today is taking big part. Suppliers like Walmart taking big part after all the changes with Amazon. Also, AliExpress became big part of the industry. If you look 5 years back, it was only Amazon. So yeah, this was the journey, and I'm happy to be here today, and I hope we will be able to show the guys here and answer some questions and show them how to actually find some products.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know ZIK Analytics was started in January of 2017 or early 2017. Like you said, that's actually when I started doing my own drop shipping. And even though there were people like you out there talking about this product research, it hadn't kind of filtered down yet. So I hadn't heard about it when I started. I was doing it the old method and it wasn't working so well. My sales were just kind of like this. But as soon as I figured that out, you could see it. Like if you go back and look at my eBay account in history, you can see it. It's like all of a sudden it just goes up really fast. So yeah, product research is so critically important.
Yeah, definitely. I would say it's the most important part in dropshipping. Of course, you have all the customer service and maintaining your store and all these things. It's as important, but eventually to drive growth is to list the right product and also to be able to find the balance between how many items you list, how much time it takes you to find this item, and what is the quality of those items. So if you found this balance and you maintain consistency listing products every day, you should grow. I think people should grow. It's not rocket science.
Yeah. So what exactly does Zik Analytics do then in terms of helping you with the product research?
Okay, that's a great question. So basically, first of all, what we did was to collect all eBay data, basically. So basically, we have almost like 95% of eBay data in our databases, which we're updating on a daily basis. And then we communicate in eBay through different ways, like API and different ways of getting the data. And then we display it in a different way. So for example, if you want to see what is your competitor is selling, you can take the seller name, you can put it inside Zik in the competitor research, click the search button, and then you will get the statistics, the performance of these sellers, and then his top selling items from the top selling to the list. So it really depends on the method. But if we're talking about dropshippers, one of the the most used method is the competitor analysis. And this is what people do. They find competitors who source from Walmart or AliExpress, or depends on which suppliers they want to focus on. And then they analyze them, and then they basically get their best selling items, then try to optimize their listings. So we also offer title optimization, where you can optimize your titles with the right keywords and long tail keywords, and etc. So this is one way. Then we have the product research feature, which basically it's a search engine sit on top of eBay best match results. So it's like the eBay search engine. Just what we do, we map it in a way that you can read the data and you can find the top selling product. So you can put any keyword, any long tail keyword, any generic keyword, any title, any UPC into the product research search bar, click the search button, and then what you will get is basically the statistics and performance. You'll be able to map the demand and competition from this specific niche or this specific product. You'll see the sales history, you'll see the sell-through rate, the success listings, the success rate. And then scrolling down, you will see the top selling items from the top performing one to the list in the last 30 days, lifetime sales. And also on the left side on the sales screen, you can see the sellers who are selling this item. So you can basically navigate between those two features, product research and competitor research, and use the product research to find competitors, and then use the competitor research to find niche ideas, and just cycle between these two features. We've created it in a very interactive and user-friendly way.
What I love about Zik Analytics is just how much time it saves me and my team. The product research, when I first started doing it, we were doing it manually. We could do it ourselves. And we could still technically do it ourselves without Zik Analytics, but it takes a lot longer. And of course, some of the data that you give us is not available without Zik Analytics. The time saving alone is really what we love about it so much. And that's not just saving us time. It also allows us to process more items, because when we're doing it manually, we can only look at so many items in a day. But with Zik Analytics, we can literally just filter, see all the best selling items, and we're able to just add so many more items every single day with it. So we love that about it. But I'm kind of curious, because you mentioned something about this before. Is this tool only used for dropshippers, or are other sellers on eBay using it as well?
Okay, so yeah, this is a great question. So yeah, there is many type of sellers using it, not even eBay sellers only. So we have people selling their own stock. We have enterprise level sellers, large scale merchant, people selling their own brands, people focusing on specific niches like the auto parts or leather products or jewelries. There is all kind of sellers. But one of the biggest communities is the dropshipping community. This is also how we started because, I also was doing dropshipping, still doing dropshipping, and this is how everything started. But today, a lot of sellers, also Shopify sellers, use it to source products to use because we also have AliExpress features. So we also analyze AliExpress, not just eBay. So they use it to get insight about AliExpress. And a lot of Amazon sellers who use eBay to, get rid of their stock. So if they have leftovers that they haven't sold on Amazon, they sell them on eBay. So they use it for like the optimization part, etc. But apropos talking about saving time, in the last 2 years and by the beginning of this year, there was a huge game changer update that we did with the ZIK Pro features. And today, dropshippers, they don't even need to use the traditional features. They can go immediately to the ZIK Pro and automation features when they can just, put filters. I want product with 5 sales. I want product with no more than 10 competitors that have rating on Walmart or Amazon of 5 stars or 4 stars and not less than 10 reviews, and click a button and even filter by categories and just get list of products ready to list compared between eBay and the supplier. So they don't even need to find the competitors and do the whole research like this. They just put the filters, click the button, get the products ready to list, and that's it. So
we might be jumping ahead a little bit here, but since you brought it up, is there any way you could share your screen and kind of show us this?
Absolutely. Yes.
Cool.
Let's do it. Okay, so we are inside Zik Analytics, as you can see right now. And this is the dashboard. You can connect your store. You can get some data. There are like different shortcuts and like weekly best-selling items. And there are plenty of features. There is a product research tool, the competitor research tool that we discussed. Then you can also analyze categories on eBay, a title builder to optimize your title to do keyword research. And then the ZIK Pro features that I mentioned. Basically, the two strongest one are the turbo scanners and the Autopilot, but you also get the Ali Growth Scanner, which is basically an AliExpress product database that you can analyze by filter, the 500 best-selling eBay items, and the bulk scanner, which allow you to scan specific sellers, and source all their supplier items with just few clicks. Do you want me to focus on a specific thing here?
I know you guys added some new features, so I think everyone would love to see what those are.
Yes. So as I mentioned before the share screen, we've released this year 2 game-changing features, and we've just released the second update to those features 3 weeks ago. So I'll go to the ZIK Pro here, and I will open the Autopilot and the Turbo Scanner. We can start with the Turbo Scanner, go through it shortly. So the Turbo Scanner only brings you supplier products. You will not see the eBay side of those products. So what we did, we have a database of over 500,000 eBay sellers. We mark down who is a dropshipper and which suppliers they use. So we know which dropshipper use Walmart, which dropshipper use Amazon, which dropshipper use AliExpress. And then in this specific feature, the Turbo Scanner, we support Walmart and Amazon, okay? And we allow you to use these filters here to filter those products. So let's go through the filters and do these things. So I will choose Walmart here. You can click on the category and say, okay, which products from which category you want. You can go for all categories, but you can also, filter out some specific things. This can help you get products for a specific season. Let's say you want products for the Christmas or for the winter or for the summer, etc. Or maybe you want to build a niche store and focus on a specific category. Or maybe there is a category perform better in your store. So you can just filter it here. You can also use it to decrease risk. So there are some categories which have higher risks, like electronic products, or on Amazon mainly you have things like the Amazon products, Apple products, etc. So you can filter them here. Also, Walmart Business we can filter out, and then click the save button. Now, second thing is to decide for the rating. Now, it's important to say that on Walmart, not a lot of buyers leave reviews, and not a lot of products have rating. So if you will go here crazy on the rating, you will basically get very small amount of results. So I will just put here either 3 if I have small amount of products I need to list, or I will completely turn it off when I need to find big amount of products. You can filter and decide, I want only sold by Walmart products. You can decide for product with minimum, let's say 5 reviews. And you say, here, I want 5 sales in the last 30 days. I'll also leave the review blank right now. So I go for product with 3 sales with 5 sales in 30 days, minimum price $20, and you can decide how many products you want to get here. We want to make your life easy. We want to save you time. Like Paul said, saving time is one of the most important things in this kind of business. So instead of giving you a list of thousands of items and then you need to filter out the products from there, what we do for you here is we tell you, okay, if you need every day 50 products, write here 50. Okay, if you need 100, write 100. If you need 1,000, write 1,000. Click the scan button, and later on, as long as your scan is here, we will never bring you the same 50 items. So every day you can get fresh 50 items for your store. So this way, you can literally spend 5 minutes product research, include listing, and you're good to go. Maybe in listings you put some extra time for optimization, but for finding the products, less than 5 minutes, okay? And then the last things we added here, it's filter by keywords. This is another layer of research you can do. Again, if you want to look for specific product, for specific category, for specific niche, if you want to find products that have Christmas in the title, or gift in the title, or woman in the title, or a ring in the title, you just put it here and click scan. And I'll hit the scan button, and you will see that the scan is pending right now. Usually it takes a few minutes, up to 5 minutes. Maybe it will be ready faster. Yeah, it's already here. As you can see, we got 50 items. This scan is from today. And now what I need to do is click here, view scan, and that's it. I have the items ready to list. Now there are 2 ways to list this item. Either you export CSV file, okay, and then you list it to your monitor, or you use one of our integrations. We have integration with AutoDS. We have integration with Selfix as well. But here, as you can see, AutoDS connected to one of the stores. And you come here and you can literally say, okay, you know what? I want to list all these products to AutoDS. The marketplace is ebay.com. I want to exclude Vero items. So I want to exclude Vero brands. I want to exclude restricted keywords. And then you not just list new products to your store. There are high demand products with profit that are 100%, or I would say not 100%, but 99% are not Vero items. Now, if you don't know what is Vero items, Vero brands can get your account closed. We want to help people, mainly people who work with automation, to avoid this problem. If you will use the integration here, you will have double protection, because you will have protection with the Zik, and then you will have protection with the lister. If you use another lister, okay, and you want to export in a different way, all you need to do is say just here, export all items, and it will download the CSV file, and it's ready to be uploaded to your store, and you can optimize your titles there, etc., etc., etc. So this is how the Turbo Scanner works. As you can see, there is not much to talk about it because it's so fast. You find a lot of items, and it works for Walmart, Amazon.com, and Amazon UK.
Yeah, I love that. So I've been in the past, I tell people I don't like bulk uploading, which is when you just go onto Amazon. You know, there's ways to just kind of download the ASINs for like pages and pages of items and just upload all of them to eBay all at once. And I never like that. I like making sure that every item I list is one that is well researched, that is a in-demand item, and that we optimize that as well. So what I love about the Turbo Scanner is that it's like a way to do bulk, but the right way, in a way, right? Like you're finding these items so quickly that are popular, that are selling well. And then all I would do differently, and not differently, just in addition to, is after I upload the items to AutoDS, I would go in and change the titles, optimize them, make them better myself. But I love that integration with AutoDS, just like one click, add that item into my stores. Really cool.
Yes, and exactly like you say. So the thing here, it's people something, oh, it's automation is not as accurate as doing things manually. But actually, it's the exact same thing. And this was the biggest upgrade that we did by the beginning of the year, was upgrading the technology behind it, the way we match the Walmart or the supplier items with the eBay items, to make sure we know what is 100% match. And if we are not sure, we're just not going to get it into this list. And I can even show you one example here. I just go for Amazon for this example. Okay, it can also be done with Walmart. It doesn't really matter. Let's just find one seller. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take the keyword of this title. I'll go and I'll do the things manually. Okay, so I will go to the product research. I will just search for this title from Amazon here, or you can do the same things from Walmart or any other supplier. And then you will try to find dropshippers. So you will come here and you will say, okay, I want only dropshippers. So then you will have all those dropshippers, right? and you will open this dropshipper, or you will open some other dropshippers. Let's open this one as well, just for the example. And then you will come here and you will go through them, and you will see that these are the products of this seller. You have 841 products, right? You will see on the right side, there is the Amazon, the box with the Amazon logo, the red box, and then the box with the Amazon logo and the green check. With the green check, this means we found the exact same item, 100% match. Okay? No game, no playing around, 100% match. The box without the green check, it may be the same product, but we can't guarantee. So if we couldn't bring the same product, we bring similar product. Okay? So as you can see, this is like looks very similar, just different size, different packing, different quantity here, okay? Because we couldn't find everyone. So what we do, it works the same on the back end. So the turbo scanner and the autopilot do the same work. We do it here manually. If you will find products from here, you will do it manually. You will go and you will save the product to your list and you will have it, right? Now, if you just need 10 products per day or 5 products per day and you have the time to do the research yourself, you don't need the full automation. But let's say you need 20, 30, 40, 50 products per day and you're busy with other things you're doing and you just want to, make this dropshipping business as a side income, as automated as possible. You do the same process with one of those features. And then you run the same search and you just get the product ready. So you do this, it's the same thing. There is no this is automation, so it's not as accurate as human being. It's actually exact same thing, like doing it manually or doing it with the automation. That's
really powerful stuff. That is really cool. Yeah, so I have the most experience with the product research tool and the competitor research tool, and I use those with each other to find all these products. But ever since you guys have added that column with the check marks, I've been relying on that because I find it, like you were saying, it's 100% accurate. So it's really cool now. I can just skip all of that stuff, just get to the good stuff, which is all the ones with the check marks, right? I mean, that's basically what the turbo is doing, right?
Yeah, so the turbo scanner is the database of the turbo scanner full with all those, basically, all those products. Now, as you can see, not all of them like this, and this is where the autopilot come and gives you an added value on top of the turbo scanner and allow you more flexibility with these things. I can move now to the autopilot and show you what's the difference and how it works. So the autopilot also here under the Zik Pro autopilot. Here you can run more sophisticated scans because you have wider range of filters. So I'll go here to the new scan. I'll click new scan. I'll give it a name. So we can call it test 1, 2, 3. I can again choose the supplier. Now the autopilot also support AliExpress. So it's Amazon.com UK, Walmart.com and AliExpress. I'll do this example on Walmart. As I know, Walmart is a very good supplier now for Facebook Marketplace, very good supplier for selling on eBay as well. A lot of people shift from Amazon to Walmart. So let's focus on Walmart. And again, I can do the same things. I can filter here by the categories. Here, I see that the last scan was without household essentials, industrial, scientific, and the Walmart business. By the way, a lot of people don't want to sell all these chemicals and all these things, and this is why they scan here without this. But again, this depends on you. Then I can include similar items. You remember we looked here and there was the item without the green check. So
yeah,
the item without the green check are similar. You see, it's not exact one. It's doing the same thing though, but it's not the exact one. So what the power of similar items? The similar item is like bringing something new to the market. You know that the other product was selling and you bring something in a different color, different size, maybe different brand. So we kind of added creativity to the automation. So instead of you being creative and looking for those opportunities, the autopilot can do this for you. Now, I suggest if you're just getting started, don't include similar items. If you're already more advanced and you need to list more items, then run searches with similar items and list also similar items to your store. Okay, so I'll leave here the rating on, let's say, 3. Okay, I'll not include similar items, leave the review count blank for now. And then you can also add here competition on eBay. So I can say, I want product with no more than 20 competitors. I want product with at least one sale, but now not in 30 days, in 7 days. Okay, or 2 sales in 7 days. I want that the price will be minimum $20. Okay. And then you can also filter by sell-through rate and success rate. Another way to validate demand in competition. And you can filter by return on investment, which is basically profitability. Return on investment is how much the profit from the product price. Okay. So this way you can say, you know what? And this is something I learned from sellers who have, work with large amount of items in a lot of stores. They stick for very specific return on investment. They have no time to go through each item and, price each item separately. So what they do, they just say, okay, I don't list item with less than 0.2, which is 20% return on investment. Okay. We can leave it here for 1.5. And we can say, okay, now we want again 50 products. Okay. So we got here 39 products. I used very strict filters here, as you can see. And that's it. Here you can scroll down and see, okay, this is the eBay item. This is the supplier item. This is the eBay item. This is the supplier item. It's very accurate result here, right? The same like we saw with the Amazon box with the green check. Very accurate result. And all you need to do now from here is just check mark everything and upload to your store with the integration or export CSV. As simple as that.
Incredible. And something you said before caught my ear, because I know a lot of people are going to wonder about this. ZIK Analytics is pulling data from eBay and suppliers' websites, but you said people use it for Facebook and for other websites as well. Can you explain how that is, if it's pulling the data from eBay?
Yeah, so for Facebook Marketplace, what seller is doing, and it's showing amazing results for them, is they just rely on the eBay data. So what we do, we bring the data from, we find out all the best-selling Amazon or Walmart product on eBay, right? So they say, if this Walmart product that listed on eBay sold 20 times in the last 30 days, it will probably also have demand on Facebook Marketplace. So they export the list of products from here, and the Walmart products, and they list them to Facebook Marketplace. And that's it. They just have great performance. It works very well for a lot of Facebook Marketplace sellers.
Yeah, and that's what I do as well. Unfortunately, Facebook doesn't really give us a lot of data on what's selling well, like eBay does. Yeah. So we have to rely on other marketplaces. And eBay is, like you said in the beginning, one of the most generous ones in terms of data. So use it. I mean, it's great for it, and we're just seeing that. If it's selling well on eBay, it's probably going to sell well on Facebook Marketplace as well.
Yes, it's fact. It works. We can see the results of the sellers.
Nahar, this is amazing. I really appreciate you coming on, showing me these new features, showing everyone at home these new features. Anyone watching, if you want to join Zik Analytics, we'll have the link for it down below. This is a good time to say that Nahar and Zik Analytics, they're not paying me to make this video. They've never paid me to make a video. I am an affiliate for you guys, as you know, but that's because I love your software, and I was using it before as an affiliate for it. I just think it's the best software out there for product research. So I'm happy to kind of share that knowledge with people, because this type of product research that ZIK Analytics allows us to do is really what made that difference for my store. So whenever people ask me, how do I get better at dropshipping? What is it that makes some people successful and other people unsuccessful? For me, it always comes down to product research. But Nahar, if there's any last words you can maybe share with people at home before we close this out, what do you want to tell the people and let them know?
Well, e-commerce is a business, and dropshipping is a business that you can start with almost no investment. It's, I would say, one of the best way to generate extra income today. World is going crazy, prices going up, inflation, recession, all these things, affecting each and one of us. Doesn't matter our socioeconomic level. And if you're watching us right now and you haven't took action yet, this is the best way, I would say one of the best way to generate side income, an extra income, side hustle, and help you improve your life. Eventually, we're all wishing for a better life for ourselves, right?
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more with you. Nahar, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate your time, man. Thanks for showing me everything.
Thank you very much, Paul. It's a pleasure being here. I appreciate everything. Thank you.